All is okay? All right, good, good, good. Thank you, thank you. How are you, bro? All right. Okay. Yeah, I think it's like yesterday or day before yesterday, I was testing, different things. I'm trying to make that EA work for all of you, right? And hopefully I'll get it done soon. I mean, I'm like 95% done. And a couple of more codes that messing up. Right, last night I made a couple of codes and then they clash each other and then the whole thing stopped working. So I said, oh man, what's up? Then I had to revert back, but it's still there right now. So I was testing, and then it's like usually when I sit at home, I have my shirt off and all of that, right? So I'm testing, I'm making videos to see if it's also recording and all of that, different things. And I ended up making I recorded myself with the shirt off and all of that. That was a 1 minute video. It was just like testing. And one of my subscribers says, Sam, I see you, man. I said, oh my God. So I'm supposed to do it like a private video, but I just had it. Somehow it got public. Just immediately I just took it off. But yeah. But yes, yeah, that EA actually, what really happened is that my son started working on it seriously. He got off the Fortnite finally and taking some interest in coding. And thank God that he's catching up very fast, and he's start making the codes. At least some work, some don't. Then he's still learning, but that helps me a lot because he's not only he doesn't know anything about the forex, that's for sure now. But the thing is that if he just pay attention to his coding, I can feed him the strategies, the system, what need to be done, what EMA, what indicator has to be this way or that way. That's what I really want, and he can code it. So that way we are just moving forward. Remember that I used to make it, and it was like a long time ago, 5-6 years ago, I stopped because they changed the language and I got frustrated, and I said, okay, no problem. But it was still there and it was still working. And remember, I always said that yeah, it opens the trade, but it has a couple of glitches, and I need to overcome that before I give it to anybody, because I can handle it, and I have I can make it positive, and it has been positive for me. But the thing is, I had to do it manually, manual intervention there. And maybe when I make the final thing, then we still have to do something manually, but that would be that where to take the profit, the like maximum profit. Only that thing, I want to leave it open as an option on the top of the EA, where you can open it and then you can adjust the target. Other than that, so far the EA opening the trade, putting the SL, and all of that. So there are two options that I want to add into the EA. First is like a threshold, like the distance between this red line to the yellow line. If it is too much, we don't want the entries, right? And for example, here, if this entry is coming, for example, if this is the entry, then if you see the distance is too much. So the code is done, but I'm trying to learn which pair moving which way, and how far is appropriate. So far, like 60 pip, 70 pip, if it is, like yellow line is 60 pip above the red, we can still take the entries. But if it is like 90 or 100, then no, we don't want it. So that code is done, and with the option, of course, on the top. And anybody can change the option if they want to be more conservative and then want to take only like entries like this one, right? This is the one that's very close. If you look at the distance between the red and yellow line, it's only 27 pip. But then if you look at this entry, this entry, right? Even if it's good, but the distance between the yellow and the black is 68 pip, right? So this entry is much, much better than this one. So I put the code in the EA already, where we have an option. Any pair, like for example, Euro USD move slow and has a daily range like a little bit smaller, right? Compared to like pound Aussie, Euro Aussie. So let's say Euro Aussie has the daily range 150 pip, but Euro USD has only 70, 80 pip. So you want to take the trade or entries in Euro USD only like this one, right? Very close to each other, yellow line and the red line. And then you have an entry. Yeah, okay. Let the EA work and then let it take the entry. But and Euro Aussie can even take this one because it has the bigger daily range. But Euro USD you can't take something like that; it will backfire. So thank God that I overcome that problem already. So that code is done, and if if like 60, 70 pip is too much for a pair, reduce it to 30 to 40, 40 or 50 will be very appropriate, and we'll take those trades easily. So the only thing is that I want to open the trade. I'm trying to make the code right now, so that the trade will be open one after, let's say, for long, at least after one blue candle is finished. So I'm having a problem there right now, but it's not a problem. It's we will finally overcome that. We'll make it no big deal. And another one that the price must be coming before that happen must be below this yellow line, right? Like this one, no, this one is it went up, but without coming here. So we want even if all the conditions are met, but this one is not there, then I don't want that entry. I want at least the price to retrace at least back to yellow, like inside the yellow line, that this one is okay, this one is okay, this one is okay, this one is okay. You gotta tell the computer what to do, and it's not that easy. But hopefully I'll get it done. So once I finalize, so that's why I'm working so hard. You guys have no idea. Me and my son, we're not even sleeping. His school is starting, but this week is not going. Today it was the first day, by the way, but he's still home working all night long. Hardly slept like 3 hours. Then he woke up just now and then start working on that code again. Me, same. So once in a while I get really, really tired. So that's why I missed the webinar on Sunday. But even today, I know that I have to do the webinar, but I couldn't prepare myself because, like I said, that code I made for the EA, it backfired. It's just so many good entries and it didn't take it. So I wanted to see what the heck happened. And hopefully if that works, man, you know what I'm talking about then. Right? What you guys can do with that EA, right? And I'm not gonna sell it or anything, but hopefully I'll give you the EX4 file that at least you guys, especially my old subscribers, they were with me for a long time. I'll give it to you guys. And you can, do amazing things with that. Even if it's a little bit intervention, like, involvement, manual involvement. Like I said, that, it will open the trade, perfect trade, right? For example, it opens the trade here, right? And it's here. Now it's up to you that, either you close it or let it run. If you learn the daily range and all of that, for example, today for if pound Aussie, Euro Aussie went up to 160 pip. Now what happened is that I tried on my account. I was trying and it didn't open. That's why I was like, it's frustrating that man, what the heck. So, but the thing is that if it would open it, then where do we close? So if you know that index is going very good, and some news is out there and the index is dropping big time, right? And it can go more, and then especially when you know that Euro Aussie can move 150 to 200 pip easily, then you don't want to close at 40, 50 pip, for 60, 70 pip. Let it run. And even especially when the night is still young. So you have all day long, all London session, then US session up until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock in the morning, AM Eastern time. So let it run. Well, after the news, it takes off in a direction and it goes in that direction, just like this one, for example. It is moving along. This is not a pair. This is Let me go to Euro Aussie, for example. Here, show you what happened to Euro Aussie today, and that's 80-minute chart, man. So yeah, I'm very excited, and when I just want you guys to know that if I disappear a little bit because I'm working very hard to get this year done. So look at this trade here, right? So this one, nice and clean, beautiful entry right there. This is the one that it didn't open my trade, and I was like very, very mad, right? Because it should be opening the trade right here, and then even if it goes here, this is right here is 160 pip. So my EA that I'm making, it's gonna, even if you're sleeping, it will open the trade here, and then when you wake up, you are here. You know what I'm talking about? That is the beauty. So yeah, I'm doing that manually, but I'm sick and tired of it now. And then right? But 95% of that thing is done, right? So the only thing is that couple of things like EA open at least one candle after. It should open one candle after the for example, this one. So this is the reversal candle. See, this is the reversal candle here, the first one, right? And the current one, the current thing I have is like sometime it opens in the right here or after this one. I want to open the trade after this candle is finished. So hopefully I'll get it done. And then sometime it just open the trade, even the price is above the yellow line here, and then usually it backfire. So I want to make the code for that, at least come down here, bro. Below the yellow line, previous price below the yellow line, and current price above the yellow line, and then open the trade. That will be a done deal. This one, all of that. So hopefully I'll get it done. Just be patient, okay? So yeah, so that's what I'm working on. That's why I said that I'm tired and I'm keep working on that thing and missing some action with you guys. So let's go over with the US dollar index first. Maybe in these 2 days, tonight and Friday, I'll get those codes done, and then next week I'll test it out on a different computer, and then maybe I'll give it to you guys. So this one, you see, US dollar index, this was my chart here. And right now, this is what it's doing. It's, the US dollar went up big time here and then hit 1753. Now sellers are jumping in, and then it came down here, then it went up, then came down, and then went up. Now it's to start to range here in this area. This is my basic chart here. This is what I think that is going to happen. Long time off, of course, not tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, in a week or a month time, but it's going to be like a long time. But it's going to drop here first from there. So this is a master candle that I call. It's like big wick and then small bottom here. So we're not going to go above that for sure. This is what happened here. Right, this is exactly the same thing happened here. So they are defending this area big time. So that's going above, it's almost very close to impossible. So here, if we stay, the question is then when and from where are we gonna drop? So this, I think this one is 1247 something, right? This high here, little high, yeah, 1247. So right now, see what we are doing is 1239, 1240. 7 pip apart. So we are trying to stay below this, and then we might make the turn to the downside again. This is where the 12, here, right there. So this is 1247. So we went up a little bit, and then coming down, or at least stopping. So this is the bottom line here right now. The main number to watch for tonight. Right now, again, it's like 4 p.m. So everything is slowing down. But my chart was like from here to here, and then break this and then go down here. So we came down here, but nice and clean. And I was expecting that it might stop below this 1026 and then drop all the way to 0698, but it went up. It all depends on the fundies. We know that, right? So the technicals are one thing, but again, these fundies, sometimes the numbers comes the opposite way, and then sometimes they do it deliberately just to make them money. What happened is that they're getting burned, and then it says, okay, I'm talking about the big boys, right? The money, the people with deep pockets, millions and billions of dollars in their pocket, they can do whatever they want. So they decide that okay, man, you know what? Just take the damn thing to the upside, and they do something. And even though the technicals are not supporting that, they will get in with their money and all of that, their techniques, and take it to the upside against the technicals. And there's nothing you can do. And technicals are a very, very delicate thing, basically, very subjective, because one can say that, yeah, no, to me, this is a wave 1, 2, and followed by wave 3 to the downside and all of that. And some can say, no, this is a correction. It's like ABC, and then the wave 1 will come to the upside. So either way, you cannot catch them, whatever they're doing. So the best thing is that when the volume comes, you got to watch out what is happening, where the volume is taking the market, right? And all of we got to move that. Like the last time I remember, and I missed all of those yen pair long, because I was expecting short, right? And all of a sudden there was some news, and then yen started getting weaker again. And I was watching, but I was busy making my EA and the coding and all of that. So, and then beautiful trade opened up, but they didn't open. I mean, they were there, but I put my E, and I was hoping that my E is gonna open them. But the stupid codes got clashed each other. The two codes, I caught them already. The mistake I caught, but they were clashing each other, and then my trades didn't open. Not a single trade last night opened. So what the Euro Aussie went up to 160, 70 pip. Pound Aussie went up to right. It's like 120, 30 pip. But yeah, I'll catch them later on. You know that. No big deal. But I'm trying to make this thing work. So this is what happened. It went up, but I strongly think that probably this number is going to stop it, and then it's going to drop again. So we're going to be working on that. We're going to be looking for that a little drop on this US dollar index. See, it's a big, it wobbled here even, right? Make the setup, but going to the upside, it didn't bother. And now it's at one, this is a 40-minute chart, by the way. So it's 1247. And even if you need to go to the upside, still need to come down here to this low here, probably this one or this one here somewhere, and then go up. So look for the weakness for tonight, and then we will see what happens, if the news is scheduled or not. But this is the bottom line is that yes, it's very, very strong feeling that we're gonna stay below this. I don't know why I put that price here, that it just disappeared, man. It's 1247. Okay, 1247. So watch this number, 1247, and start. Then US dollar start dropping the index. Then that 4 pairs goes one way, the 3 pairs goes the other way, and then we look for our trades accordingly. This is the US dollar index. Let's go quickly to the other. And if you guys have any question, then please type in the chat box. Okay, don't hesitate. Aussie dollar, it was Aussie and Yen. I want to cover quickly. Then Aussie dollar, this is what happened. That's why Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie went crazy. So this is, I was expecting that we're going to be moving to the upside. So now it went up the last week, nicely powerful candle, but something happened right there at 49.84, and boom, we came down back to 47.09. Again, the number to watch tonight is 47.09. 40-minute chart right there, we have 47.09. It's a nice drop. It went up, but I think that, like I said, the route should be to the upside, but once in a while, what happened? The news comes the opposite way, and boom, it goes the opposite way. Just like a slap on the wrist kind of thing, a knee-jerk reaction, what we call. And after that, it would take off again, I think, right? So watch strongly here for a bull move, and then Aussie dollar is gonna get strong again, and maybe And then what happened? Euro Aussie, pound Aussie will drop, and Aussie Yen and Aussie USD might be going to the upside. So this is my monthly chart is this. It was bouncing from this tier, went up, then again from there, went up, came down, and right now we are at 47.09. And you can see that right now we have a doji here. So this is like a very, very uncertain situation, or whatever you can call it, that like bull and bear, and the confusion is there, what to do, where to go. But I think my take is that, okay, we are sitting above 47.09 after going to the upside, coming down to it, and then we can bounce easily from here and then go to the upside again. We can come down, yeah, below that, yeah. But if you break that, right? So tonight we're gonna watch that, and based on that, we will see 47.09 is the key number. Just remember that. 47.09, like place it on the this chart. Must be messed up. Another thing is that after I finish this, I'm gonna try to see that if we can get rid of this what do we call refreshing thing. I'm gonna see if I can come up with my own coding and get rid of that. Okay. So you can see that this was nice correction, A, B, and then C. So if C finished here, and tonight we're probably gonna go to the upside again, right? And now looking at just like this here, if you had paid attention here, that okay, this is a very nice short setup. It might be Aussie dollar might gonna drop, right? So all you gotta do is that watch for long entries in Euro Aussie, pound Aussie, and you would have caught both of those entries that I just showed you, right? Euro Aussie went up to 100. That entry went up to 170, 160 pip, and pound Aussie 120 pip, 120 pip. So that would be because of this short setup here in Aussie index. Well, came coming down all the way here and giving you those trades. So I think we're gonna be bouncing above 47.09, and then those pair will flip again tonight, maybe a couple of days, Thursday and Friday. So I'll be looking for short on Euro Aussie and pound Aussie, and long in Aussie and USD Yen. All right. So this is the Aussie index, and then Yen index. That's the, what can I say? That's bothering me a lot. So it came down here. This is a weekly chart, Yen index, right? And this is a monthly chart, by the way. So these are the highs that it went for so far. And even if we have to go all the way to the upside, but my take was that at least come down here for a little retracement, buddy. It's like this one here, right? It's a small retracement. It just came down one candle and then start to go up. That doesn't make any sense, right? Give the sellers a little bit chance, right, to make money. So I think that this still has a potential to stay below these highs, 64.14 and 64.60 is up there. But these are the numbers here, and then see this is 64.49, 64.14 is the one I think that if we can stay below, we might be dropping. So what really happened on weekly chart is this. So we came down here, and then big wick that was telling us that we are trying to go up now. So the next candle is completely a doji, where this body, there is no body at all. It's like it started, then it went up and went down, and then came back and closed exactly the same place the whole week. Now this week we went down a little bit, but then again powerfully going to the upside, but not all the way. You see the wick to the bottom now, that is showing the sign that we might be stopping. So this is a 33-minute chart, and see, remember this chart that I made? It's like wave 1 and 2. I think I'm gonna still stick to that idea, and it went up and then it kissed the 61%, right? Where the, oh, here. Okay, this is the, see that? So even before hit the 61% and dropped, but for some reason, obviously fundies, it went up, right? again, we are here, and then it hit this price and dropped. So again, this number, this area is important, very, very important. See if yen index is gonna go up, and if not, then this thing is gonna drop big time here. Because if this is going to be like wave one, this is wave two, then what it can do is that if this is also wave two, let's say this one right now, the little wobbles like A, B, C, yeah, okay, I understand that. But then again, it can go like wave one, wave two, wave three, wave four, wave five. So that would be like wave one and wave two. Again, it's gonna drop even for wave one, even though it's gonna go up later on for wave two. But right now, for now, I think that if we can stay below this, we're coming down big time here, at least to this area. That will make the yen strong. So let's say if the wave, this is 61%, right? By the way. And somewhere here is, let me draw another fib just to show you guys how I see things, right? So now, if you see the correction, it's A, B, C, like Gertle, right? So Gertle, first thing is that 68%. Second, it usually come to all the way to 23%, usually. But this one is also okay, right? This, we can say the point C, then it's supposed to go to point D to 78%. That's the biggest possibility, that I don't like to see, but that is also a big possibility that wave two is not ended here, it's going to be ending here, right? Only then when we have to go above this area, right? So there must be some kind of number. Right now we are at 63, almost like 64, 63.55. So 64, so that 64.14, I would say that I would put like a borderline kind of thing. And 63.55, but yeah, 64.14 is too far up, but there is no other number there. That's the problem there. Let me see, 64, 63.92, right? The high of this. Every monthly candle high and low are very important as well, because that is like after 4-week high or 4-week low, right? Month has 4 weeks in it. So those are like high, even single candle, high, low, always pay attention to those numbers. Right? So right now here, you look at it, that everything is away. Only this one is right there. I never marked this one. This candle high is 63.81. And we have 63.92, this one here, right? So around that area, like this one is probably this. So I would say be aware of these numbers is better. This is 81. So 64.81. This is 63.81. Sorry. 63.81. Right. So if you are aware of these numbers, you will catch the thing very easily, where the heck it's going. And once you catch this direction, that it was going up, you saw last night what happened. All yen pair went up. I didn't catch any of them. I was waiting for my ear to open the trade. And I messed up the cord, and boom, nothing happened. I woke up, everything was blank. What the heck? And then I woke up my son, and it says, what happened here? So there were a couple of codes that we added last night. They got clashed to each other. So, but I caught the mistake, so we're gonna fix it up. So now here, watch out this number, 63.81 and 64.14, right? So hopefully 63.81 would be the highest if we can go to the upside. But I think that maybe this is where it's gonna stop. Very good chance that it might stop here, not go all the way there, 64. So this number, 78%, if it's going for wave two up there, it is coming very close to 64.19. And I don't know where the heck that number come from. 64.19. We don't have that. We have 64.14. Let's see. Okay, 64.14 is this. Do we have anything very close? 63.24, 64.39, 64.39. What the heck is this little baby here? This is 64.26, right? This candle here. And then 39 and 26. Okay, let's go back. 29 and 36. So this is 19. So 26 would be a little bit above that, right? Right there. So yeah, it can go there easily, right? If we cross this area. But sometimes the price makes the turn from 61. So be very careful, draw those on a 20-minute chart as well. And, you know, this is where the 61% is. All we got to do is just catch the direction on this one. So you see right here, if you know it's dropping, and then you know you have a bullish candle here on a 20-minute chart even, right? And then reversal candle and a couple of bullish candle, and then you see, okay, if this is going up, what is happening to the yen pairs, right? Immediately you start questioning yourself that, okay, if this is going up, are they gonna go up? Yeah. So if that's so, then I'm looking for a long setup, right? So first you run into the short setup. Even if you take that short setup, be very careful, right? So what happened really here? Look, 8:16, 4 o'clock, after 8:16, 4 o'clock. If you go and take a look at the, for example, let's say USD yen. Yeah, okay. Now let's take a USD yen first. What happened? Remember, 4 o'clock, 8:16, 4 o'clock. USD yen, 8:16, 4 o'clock. Come on. Okay, 8:16, 4 o'clock. Where is that? It's 8:15, 8:16, 8:16, 4 o'clock, right there. And remember that I said, I posted on the Telegram that these yen pairs are making short setup. This is where it's making short setup. But then they all backfire and they went up, right? So, okay, no problem. But what about this then? If you are going to make the turn, then you're going to see the setup on the long side. If short side didn't work, and obviously it looks like, you know, correction. It's like the 1, 2, and then followed by the 3, or A, B, C, right? And this was the one that is supposed to open the trade, and the damn EA didn't open for me. But I'll get that tonight. Hopefully, I'll take my revenge. So, but yeah, it was the best one because I had my threshold 70, and it was, you see this, right around that area, right? It should have opened this trade, and it was exactly perfectly, you know, below the yellow, above the white, and this is in all the way down. And then after the reversal candle, couple of you know, one more blue candle, and it should have opened the trade right there, right? And this one went up all the way to, you see how many pips? 130 pips. So always remember that it is going to be either or. This is the game of chance, right? So all the things it says that, okay, you know, we're probably going to drop, and that you have, even if you have a setup, you take it, and then it doesn't work, right? So your SL hit, but immediately start looking at it, that if it's going to give you another entry, or sometimes it just go against, right? And this is what happened here. You know, this entry just, you know, backfired, and then boom, it went up all the way here. So that's bullish. And then this is the entry, and then it went up. Looking at the weekly chart USD yen, this is what it is. So it's supposed to come down, but like I said, that this is where sometimes they intervene and they take us to the wrong side. So everybody are thinking, yeah, okay, you know, going short because it went up all the way high, and then, but this little area last night, they made a lot of money just going back up. And then hopefully what I think is that if we can stay below 35.19, we may be coming down here again. And then yen index is going to make the turn below 64, you know, something that we just saw, 64, what was that, 19 or 26 or whatever. And then here, this one is 35.19 is the key number for now. 34.45, 35.19. So 35.19 stops it, drop below 34.45, and we can drop again. So this was my take that, okay, this is A, B, C, but what happened? This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is not A, this is A, probably. And then this is B, probably. And this is C. The question is if C ended here, or if Yen index, we just saw that it is at 61% right now, right? After making a point C and it's going up, D, either we're going to stop there or D will end up at 78%. If 78%, that would be a good day. And that then it's probably going to go up here also a little bit more to the upside. And what would be the number next? Next number would be if it goes a little bit more, then the next one I have is like 37.30. So might not happen. And if it stays below, if the index stays at 61% and start dropping, then this thing can easily drop from there. Right now, is it making a short setup? No. Is it making a long setup? Yes. But is it a good time to trade? No. So nothing, right? But this was, you should have taken this one easily, right? And not only that, when you see, especially when you see that index is going up, Yen index I'm talking about. And when Yen index is going up, all Yen pairs are supposed to go up, right? And you saw me catching all of those trades at the same time. So many times I did that. And I made the video out of it, that how, but in few weeks, maybe a week ago, 10 days ago, I made a video about that, how to trade all Yen pairs using the Yen index. That's how I did. That's how I was supposed to be doing last night, but boom, my ear, just backfired and didn't open the trade at all. So if let me just show you that what really happened here in Yen index. And Yen index, we already saw a Yen pair, right? Starting with USD Yen, how big and how nice it is, like 130 pip right there, right? So pay attention to this setup. If the market turns, then it's not that, okay, yeah, it turns and you cannot do anything. Yeah, no. If it turns and it has a reason, it's a strong reason that the index is making a turn and going to the upside for any reason, then obviously, if it is going to go for the whole night or for a whole day, then you will see the setups on the other side. If not short, then long. Where? We can't go left or right, either up or down. So this was a beautiful UJ long. What about GJ? Did GJ give you the long entry last night? I'm mad, but not that mad, because I know that I'll take my revenge tonight or tomorrow. I don't let it go. Yeah, last night was like stupid cold. Coding is not that easy, especially when you're not good at it, right? No. Look at this here. How can you not take these setups, right? This is the pound yen 20-minute. Again, there was short setup, didn't work out, but it started to go up. Now, this one, let's say if this would be here, and then if the stock would all the way down, this would be a long entry. Usually my ear would take it, but what the new code that I'm trying to make is that don't take this one. Why? Because the price is not below the yellow line. So I want at the time of the entry, but luckily here, this is not the entry anyway. This indicator is not the way it's supposed to be, but this is, right? And this is, if you had taken this one, you would have gone with that long, even though this dip here would not take your SL out, right? Either this one or this one, and you had how many, even up until this, let's say this, the pivot is like R1. So let's say you made an entry here, right? And even R1 is like 85 pip, 87 pip. That you should have taken last night easily. And after that, again, this one, forget about this one, even just this one, that's it, one in entry, 80 pip. What's wrong with that? I usually take those, you know that, right? But last night I just missed all of them. So this is UJ, this is GJ. What happened to EJ? Did EJ went up? Obviously, you guys know by now that this is what exactly happened. When the index is moving in a direction, all the yen pairs is going to go in that direction. And then so easy to, you just watch, put the alarm. And by the way, the alarm, I already made it. The EA will open the trade and, put the SL and all that. But the alarm, only the alarm, I made it already. And right now, when the alarm starts beeping, then you will see a window here. And the pair, which pair is beeping. The window will pop up, right? So, so that is done already. And there are a couple of other codes like filter, right? I added in there, like EMAs has to be aligned in a certain way. After that, the ESO, a lot of false entries, like above the yellow line, will be out of there. So it will be much profitable, and it will show like probably 20% more good entries and 20% less bad entries. So that's with the filter and the sound, the window popping up, telling you which pair is beeping. So that is done already. So hopefully I'll just refine it a little bit more, and then maybe over the weekend I'll give it to you guys, and then you can replace that on your charts, and you will have some really good entries, not the bad one. Remember that if you have an alarm, you open a trade, don't get discouraged that, yeah, okay, this is what happened, and then your SL hit, fine, oh, end of the world. No, you always look for the second entry in the same direction, and if not, if it goes the other way, that means it's going the other way, and then look for the entry the other way. It will go one other side and fulfill the requirement for the daily range. So yeah, that's what happened. So this one here, let's see what happened. Euro yen, USD yen, look at that. How can you not take this entry? Now, the code that I'm trying to make today and tonight after the webinar, I'm going to start working on that, would be like this one, to avoid this one. You see, I want the price before taking off, I want the price need to be below the yellow line, at least the yellow line. That's 55 EMA. So that is usually, if it is not, then what happened is that this is what happened. I learned that with my, well, it's a lot of study, but I learned that most of the time what happened is that if it's not touching the yellow and then going up, and then one more time it comes back again, and that's where your SL, if it's right here, it's gonna hit. Even that is not that bad, to be honest with you. I mean, if you move here the 25, if you lose here the 25 pip, then you take this entry again, and this entry would have given you to this area is 116 pip, right? 137.68 number, 137.68. Where is that? 137.48. That's right there. So if that would you made that target 37.48, for example, 37.48 is right there. So from the entry to this 100 pip, we don't want to miss these trades. No. If you miss these, then there's nothing, we can't do it. We just need to quit the trading Forex. And that happens most of the time, once every day, maybe twice. You hardly see these entries, twice a day. A lot of people lose money because they don't understand that. They also keep going up, every entry. And now even we're going to take this entry and this time. So a lot of people are trading right now this time. This is the deadliest time. This is the slowest time of the day. And this one, and then worse time than this, or maybe equal worse, is that between 10 to 12 p.m. Eastern time. 10 to 12 p.m. Eastern time is completely dead. Then the volumes start coming in around like 12 to maybe 12, 1 o'clock, 1 to 2, where the Frankfurt opens up, right? And then after that, 2 decent volumes start to come in, then our charts start to set up. For example, somewhere here, Frankfurt open up, and then it drops or whatever. It gives you in the London session, it would take off, boom, right? So this is where basically see the day started here. which is a day before, like 5 p.m. Eastern time. This, and then it goes up, and then it comes down, and then this is still, like Asian session, because the yen, so it will move in Asian session. Yen currency, yen, Aussie, and Nuzi. These are 3 Asian currencies. So be aware of these, and Aussie. So Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, you might want to, be aware as soon as the session opens up. Pay attention to what's happening, and what kind of setup you have. Most likely, it's going to go in that direction. So the day started here. We were above the wave. It came down nice and clean. And remember that on a 20-minute, the touch of this EM 89 is just like a gold mine. Most of the time, you'll see that it will touch that and then react from there. Right. So, for example, this trade, we're like, look at that. It's just 89, and it's 89 is the middle line between yellow and white. So that's why I put it there. So this is the very, very key EMA for our entries. That's what happened. So you saw the USD yen, pound yen, euro yen. What about CAD yen? All yen pairs, you'll see that they give you nice entries, but I do not have any trade to show, thanks to my E. And I was so tired that I went to sleep. Obviously, I couldn't do anything, and I was 100% sure that, yeah, it will always open the trade. So it will open the trade, but the damn thing didn't open, nothing. Now, this one, it started to go up, right? It was a nice short setup here. Probably come and sit on a break even, or maybe 5 pip loss, right? That there. And then it went up and not giving any entry around here. All the way here, maybe this. So now this one, the code that I'm making, that I'm trying to not take this one because the price did not go all the way to, below the yellow, right? So once it's come down here, close to 89, or at least below, a little bit below, clearly below the yellow, then the entry will, I would take it. Even though this one is not bad, right? You can see that you can make an entry here, it goes there, you come and sit on a break even. If it comes down, nothing. But why do all of that? But once you know that it has gone so much up, and then the entry comes, no, I don't want that. But it went up. That's what I'm showing, that all yen pairs went up nice and clean. Yeah, all of these. But what about Aussie yen? Now, Aussie yen, not only yen was weak and getting weaker, but we saw Aussie index that it went down big time as well. Aussie index, if you have forgotten, then let me just open the chart here quickly so you will see what I'm talking about. Aussie index, let's say 1 hour chart, and that is what really happened to that Aussie index. You see that? Right from here, boom, it dropped. So Aussie started getting weaker badly as well. So that's why Aussie yen, if you look at the 40-minute chart, that it is not go. It didn't go much in a direction. It's just wobbled here and then, like ranging, right? So that's what happened. If both currencies getting weaker and stronger, or stronger at the same time, then the pair doesn't go anywhere, and it's not worth trading that time. So yeah, but the thing is that Aussie yen right now, this is what I'm looking at, and if like I said earlier, the Aussie index is back there where it's supposed to 4709. I guess that's the number. If it bounced from there, let me see if 4709 is then, yeah, 4711, right? 4709 is right there. If we bounce, then Aussie gonna get it strong, and if yen continue getting it strong, then Aussie yen will start to go up now. Okay, so if it's all the way here, then it might go up here. The next number will be 97.28 if we start to go up, and there has to be a number to follow, and not on a weekly, it's a monthly, not on a monthly. Wow, very nice. On an 80-minute chart that I have, this is what's happening here, right? So just look at the 40-minute chart where the heck it is going. It is above the wave. It's like kind of bullish, and from there look for long setup. I'm thinking that, that's what's supposed to be happening. It's like Aussie is going to get strong. Yen is already weak. If it's not going to make the turn, if it's going to make the turn, let's say if Aussie start getting strong, it makes the turn and getting strong, and Yen at the same time make the turn and getting weaker. Again, Aussie Yen is not going to go nowhere, right? If they're both going in the same direction, and if they were getting weaker both together, if they start getting strong together, they will end up exactly where they are now. So forget about that. Let's go take a look quickly. So I think that, Aussie, I cover the Aussie and Yen. They are very, very important right now because they are moving, and then USD. Next is the pound. So let's see what's happening with pound. Pound index, the way I said, slowly but surely is coming down where it's supposed to go down, but and not making too much of a movement, right? But currently, if you look at it, this is what we have. So what it tells you, can anybody say? Anybody tell me? So this is getting ready to give us some nice trades, right? In pound pairs. I've refreshed it and you see that it's still there. So yeah, it's been ranging badly all the way here from there to there. But now I think that it is trying to get, like cut loose and then go down. This is the number here, 55.98, almost 56. So it's right above that, right? But the thing is that it's just like going up, it's coming down, then goes up. Then it comes down, then goes up. This is the mess that it's making right now. So be careful. Maybe it will just, come down a little bit, pivot, boom, goes up again, right, to these highs. So you can't trust right now on this one. But like I said, that weekly chart is completely messed up. I don't know what the heck happened to that. But yes, 80-minute chart is still, all the way. The trend is to the downside. It's keep going down. And right now we are making a nice 40-minute short setup. And if the 20-minute, 40 minutes is good enough. 40-minute is telling us that, yeah, it is trying to go down. And it is going down right now, right? After making a setup. So that makes the pound weaker. And after that, what will happen? So for example, pound is on the left-hand side all the time, except one pair, euro pound. So the pound pairs may be going down basically, right? And with USD strength, what will happen to pound USD? What happened last night should have happened last night. Last night it went up, it's starting to go down. But again, that going down can give you some kind of trade. I don't know, I didn't see. I was paying attention to EA and my Yen pairs, but let's see. What really happened on the 20-minute is, like it's just starting to go down, right? So it was bullish here. This is a 40-minute retracement. Now, coming down, and now maybe tonight more to the short side because pound is going down. This is pound USD. Now, pound Aussie. Remember, Aussie, I just show you the chart that it went down all the way at number 47.9. If that hold and then Aussie start to go up, Aussie index I'm talking about, then Aussie gonna get strong. Here, pound is weak. So what will happen to GA then? It will reverse big time, right? This is very important to see when is, something is making a turn. Because this is where everybody gets it. Like last night, pound Aussie went up big time. So a lot of people out there, oh, it's trending. It's started to go up. It's an uptrend. Let's keep going. Buy the dip. Well, that doesn't work, bro. That, it makes the turn. Every night, it's one night is up, the other night is down. One night is up, the other night is down. Yes, on a daily chart, maybe it is all going down. For example, if you think from here, you have a $1 million account and you have this, and you sell the damn thing up here, right? And you're still holding, you're still in profit. But look what happened, how much it wobbles. So the way we trade is like on a daily basis, going up, catch the damn move. Going down, catch the damn move. Every single, on a daily basis. Otherwise, a lot of times what happened that, let's say if somebody short here, it's very happy when he's here, but very mad when he's back to here. So it is only from here to here after how long? How long? Years and years. You are back where you started. That to me doesn't make any sense. Well, how about if you learn to cash out every night, it doesn't matter. It's going up or down. Just if you find the direction, catch 50, 60 pip, put a couple of hundred standard lot, and then get your money and run. Simple as that. So this one, again, pound Aussie, if the way I see it, the pound start to get weaker, and then that thing, the Aussie might get strong tonight and tomorrow. If that happens, if Aussie index stays above 4709, this thing will drop again. And it is sitting at exactly, actually going back up after breaking the number and going back up. And you can see what number I'm talking about. I'm talking about 7416. This is the number where it went down below. Let's go take a look at the 80-minute chart. And now you see that it's very, very beautiful. Even though on a 20-minute chart, we saw that it went up big time, and 130 pip, a long trade might, and a lot of people thinking, oh my God, it's uptrend started. So let me go and then think about just buying the dips. Yeah, go ahead and do that and see what happens. Right. So we are strongly sitting below that number. What number is that? Again, 7416. So draw that number here. Whoops, 7416. Where the heck is that number? 7416. And that's where it is. See that? And your 40-minute is a little bit up there, but then on a 20-minute you can see that. Oops, you gotta refresh it. Forget about it. Let me just refresh it anyway. You see that? So this is what happened. We saw it just I had the trade day before yesterday. That when my EA opened the trade, I think that was like this one or this one. This is the entry, and then I had the trade for 130 pip, but I just missed this one yesterday. So on the 17th, the 16th EA, 16th entry, I got it right here, nice and clean. Okay, so but yesterday was just, I would not say a bad day. I missed the trades, but I progress on my EA, so I'm happy with that. That will bring some good amount of pippage later on. Anyway, they're just one or two trade missing, no big deal. It's still hurting a little bit, but that's the name of the game, right? So so GA, be ready on that number there. I just showed you. That's 7416 type. Write it down and be ready for that. If Aussie start getting up, that's where we're gonna make the turn. See, this is ready now, right? And this is 80-minute chart, by the way. So it is a setup, nice, just like the dropping, going up here, sitting there, and then boom, start dropping. So this one, right now, we broke below this number, sitting there, and then you can see on this here. This is 7416. We broke below it, we went up, we're testing it, and if we do not go above 7416, coming down big time. And one of these numbers, or maybe all the way here, who knows? This is the chart that I made long time ago, right? And it's still working very beautifully. I think I made this chart when we were here. That that's where it is, because this is a 23% line. My favorite line is always there, right? After going to 78%, 23%, 27 coming. Okay, 127. So slowly but surely, yes, we are on track. So we're gonna be going down. Right now, the situation is very, very, it's like ripe, because pound is showing sign of going down, getting weaker, and Aussie today it got weaker badly, but it's sitting at the very, very strong number. It went up actually. It broke above 47.9, went up, came back, testing it. And if the test is, I don't know what you're gonna say, pass or fail. If it breaks, if it failed to break down, you can say the test is failed. And if it stays up and bounds, then you can say the test is passed, right? So whatever, if we can stay above 47.9 and then bounce from there, then Aussie gonna get it strong, and this thing is gonna drop like a rock from the mountain or the cliff, what they call, right? So this is what it is, and Euro Aussie we already saw, right? And Pound Aussie we saw, Pound Yen I just covered that with all yen pairs, right? So be ready for the turn tonight in Aussie dollar and yen. If yen, I'm not sure. Yen may continue getting weaker and goes for the higher highs. So need to be very careful, right? And if I'm not busy, like I said, that I'll get on. But if I'm still, caught in that EA coding, then I will just let go this week, and then Sunday I'll talk to you guys, and hopefully by then at least I'm pretty sure that I have only little final touches on that alarm EA, if not the real EA. So alarm EA will be ready, and that will filter a lot of bad entries, and then those bad entries I filter because I know, like for example, and then alarm is beeping above the yellow line. I don't take it as I know it, but a lot of you guys maybe don't know. So that alarm will hopefully out. Oh no, I have to make the code and then put it in the alarm as well. That one, that the price needs to come inside the yellow line. All right. So those bad trades that are above. For example, let me just show you something that how because I was working on that, so trying to avoid those. The USD CAD, this is supposed to be doing this, but because of this CAD now, oil is getting cheaper, and then CAD is getting weaker, and then USD getting strong. So instead of coming down, it went up a little bit, but it's still staying below these two small little mountains here. So if we can stay below these, it's gonna drop. But what I'm showing, I want to show you is this. Let me refresh the chart. That what the heck happened here? Okay, now on the 20-minute chart, now this is, it bothers me a lot when the stupid thing does that. Now you see this one, so this one is a long entry, but the price is way above the yellow line. So look what happened. So it went up, it came down, it went up, and finally it came down and hit my SL. Now the entry here would be fine, but it backfired, but entry here would be fine, right? So this is what it is. So to avoid these, I mean, this one, the start's not all the way down, but if it would be down, then alarm will beep here as well, right? But it's way above the yellow, so I don't want that. So I'm trying to, code the alarm as well to stop. Even this one, you see this one is not below the yellow. So I want this inside the yellow, like this one here, like this one here, like this one here. Right? It's not going to work out because I know the volume is gone. It's 5 o'clock, but the setup was there and it played out because it's above the white, below the yellow. That is the code that I'm trying to make. That when the trigger bar, our entry bar comes in, it must be above the white, and the price should be at that time. The price should have made already a lower low below the 55, the yellow line. So that would be the ideal situation or condition or the placement where the price should be. And from there, 90% of these entries will be good. So this is where I'm fighting with coding thing, as I'm not the expert, but I'm not learning. I'm just telling my son to this is the condition that I want, and he's trying to code it. So he's catching up, he's learning fast, and at least he has learned a lot more than me so far already. So, but he's not the expert either, but he's watching videos and learning from here, there, and then coming up with something. So USD CAD, I didn't show it, but now you know that this is the bottom line here. We're looking at these two numbers, 3068 or 6218. This is a big monthly resistance now, so we're supposed to be dropping again. The market flipped today, everything went the other way. So this one also, it was coming down nicely, but boom, it went up. 2,900, we are sitting at 2907. So when the market opens up, if we go down again here or start to go down, right, then we're going to be looking for short, because I think that USD went up, got strong, but it start to get weaker again. If that happened, then yeah, this thing will flip. But yes, you should have taken this entry as well last night, right? This is a nice entry here. This is what happened. It was short here. And then my ear didn't open nothing last night. So this one was missed. It went up, and then, but I missed this one as well. No, it didn't open this one or this one. So what the hell with it? Or this one. So now this one, I just tested it that it opened, because I caught that the problem in the ear. And I fixed it, and as soon as I fixed it, that thing started beeping here, and then took the trade. The EA also have both things. The EA has that it will open the trade, and it will also beep, and the window will pop up here. So you know that which pair just got open, and the SL will be there automatically, 25 pip SL, and it will go to break even as soon as the price will rise, maybe 25, 30 pip. That is going to be the option on the top, so we can select. So if we put the 30 pip, then right, like for example, from here, it opens the 30, right here is 30 pip, the SL from 25 will jump and come on the break even. Those codes are working. So that EA, that far, that opening the trade, this one coming up to break even, all of that working. And then the target, I have that thing open, that how far you want the target to hit. Threshold, the distance between yellow and black, I kept it as an option, that how far you want it. This is ideal, right? It's not too far, beautiful. But sometimes it's, it's like this one is, it's too far. Even though it's a good entry, this was a good entry, but this is very far, right? So I will make the code. If the code is done, that code is done, but this is going to be like an option that if you want to keep that, how much? For example, from here to here, it is 129. I don't want that. I really don't want that. But sometimes those good trades happen, but you have to sacrifice something, right, to be positive. You cannot catch all every single thing. Now here, see this, the distance between this and this, it makes sense, right? It's only 45. So yeah, within 60 is good, and then trade was good. So you missed this one, but you didn't lose anything. You miss it, right? But you can catch this one or this one. That'll be fine. Here was a little bit more than that. Was like 63, but this entry would give you a beautiful entry here, and it is only 46 pip. So if you have that option, putting like a 50 pip threshold between the distance between the yellow and the red line, this entry would kick in and go down, and all the other entries will be filtered out. So this is working. The only thing is that couple of things I forgot which one. Well, yeah, the yellow line, price must be going like this one. See, it went up above the yellow. That's perfect. This one above the yellow, and then when the price opened below the white, that's perfect. These are the entries that we want. So if you look around, you'll find these entries everywhere, man, everywhere. And but then thing like I've been talking about that this thing has a glitch. This thing has a glitch, right? That's why for the so many years I didn't give it to nobody, because that wouldn't be fair. I know the glitch, and I can handle it myself, but other people wouldn't be able to understand that, and so that's why. But hopefully I'll overcome that in the next couple of week or two. Hopefully we will be on the go from there, right? And then maybe if that thing will start working 100%, then I'll be probably putting a copy trade on with my son, because I don't want to handle and mess around with that. So I'll have him doing it. He's learning fast, so he will open it and then manage it, and then everybody can get in there. All right, so this is it for now. I'm really tired, and then gonna go back and start working on those. I got 2 more days to test it, fix this EA and then test it out, so that at least the alarm, it will be like whatever my EA is perfectly opening the trades, the alarm will beep. And if if I can filter out the bad entries, much of the bad entries from the EA, then I'll even give you guys my ear as well. Okay, so just pray, hope, and pray that it works. So let me just go now and talk to you guys later, maybe Sunday, or maybe before that, if I have any success in my ear, then I'll make a video and explain you guys how it works. Okay, all right, man. So bye for now, and talk to you guys later. Like, look at these nice entries, man. I want to catch these entries, but the time is bad. All right, so bye for now, and talk to you guys later soon.